Hi, this is Bethany with Recherche Kennels, and I'm so excited to introduce to you Miss White of Melbourne and Ethan's litter. Miss White was born on December 4th. She has been in training for 4 weeks, and we know her personality very well. Now, Miss White is a beautiful and feminine girl. She is a medium-sized to larger girl in the litter, and she has a beautiful, very light cream coat. Now, Miss White is scored on 3 different numbers for her Recherche score. She is scored on her dependency, her activity, and her confidence. Now, for the first score is a 6 out of 10 for dependency. This means that she is very sweet. She's not a needy puppy, but she absolutely loves to be with you and she loves to cuddle. She also is able to self-entertain a little bit, but she does choose to be with people if given that option. She's a very, very sweet girl. She gets a 7 out of 10 for activity. So she's a bit more of an active puppy in the litter, not hyper by any means, and is still very content to chill out, as you can see. But with that more active score, she's going to be a bit more playful and really enjoy playing in the yard and going for walks. And then she gets a 5 out of 10 for confidence. So she's very balanced on that confidence score. With a more confident puppy, you may have a puppy that's a little more likely to go out and get into things because they're going to be a bit more of a leader versus a follower. Miss White is a bit more of a follower, so she's going to wait on someone else to tell her what she needs to do. Now, Miss White can go home after completing Puppy Academy, and that is training until 12 weeks of age, and she can go home on February 26th. Our next training level and our most popular training level is training until 16 weeks, and that is our Canine College training program. She can go home on March 26th. The next training level is our Master's training program. That is training until 20 weeks of age, and she can go home on April 23rd. And the last training level is our Doggy Doctorate program, and that is training until 6 months of age, and she can go home on June 4th. Now, if you would like to take Miss White home in between these dates, you can definitely do that, and we will prorate that difference. Now, there are 2 things that separate us from any other breeder and any other kennel. The very first thing is the health clearances of our adults. Now, we do import a lot of our adults, and we have the most health clearances of any English cream golden retrievers. If you scroll all the way down, you will see individual pictures of her parents. If you click on those individual pictures, it will take you to Melbourne and Ethan's individual pages. Now, with Miss White, she is the larger girl in the litter. We do expect her to be somewhere in the 55 to 65 pound range because Melbourne is 52 pounds and Ethan is 70 pounds. The second thing that separates us from all other breeders and kennels is our Puppy Training Institute. So what we're gonna do now is we are gonna show you Miss White in training, and we're gonna summarize our Puppy Training Institute for you.
Our Puppy Training Institute has 4 core areas. There's a couple areas that are very visible that we're going to show you on camera with the puppy that's for sale. Some of the areas are a little bit more difficult, but the one area that's very visible to show is outside training, and the big part of that is leash training. Puppies love the pull, love the tug, love to cut in front of you, and so we train them to walk on our left side. We train them that when we stop walking, they do what's called an auto sit. That's where they automatically sit without being told, without having any hand signals. They automatically sit. That it builds respect and focus on you. A couple other areas in outside training it's a little bit harder to show is car training and then also swim training when the weather's warmer. The second area that's very visible is obedience training. All of our trainers are certified dog trainers that's been training dogs for years. They know what they're doing. They're all certified. They all can do Canine Good Citizen. They're all very good trainers, and we work on the obedience commands of sit, down, stay, come, place, kennel, and they are trained extensively in all these areas. Now, we have 3 different communication tools we use with the puppies. We use hand signals, we use words, and then we use the training lead that we will provide you. And so as they get older, they get better and better. They can hold their stay longer, they can hold their place longer, they can hold their kennel longer. They can do it with both hand signals and words only, and so they get better and better. The place is when they jump up on the Cot. You will definitely want to buy a Cot because that allows the transition for our training to go to you. It's a wonderful command. When we say kennel, they go into their kennel on their own volition. We typically keep the door open, especially as they get older. And we train them, they cannot leave the kennel or really any other door until they are released. The 2 other areas that's a little bit more difficult that we're going to show you just generic dogs going through this. The one area is house training. We actually spend more time in house training than all the other areas combined. That's about 2/3 of the training. And this is where we work on the most important area of potty training. Of course, we're training them not to use the restroom inside and the signal eventually to go outside. A puppy at 12 weeks of age can typically hold the restroom about 1 hour during the day, whereas a puppy at 6 months can do 4 hours. The same thing is with crate training. We train them to sleep at night in their crate, eat in their crate. And a 12-week-old can typically sleep around 4 to 5 hours without having to be let out. And a 6-month-old, it's 6 to 10 hours. So obviously, the longer they're in training, the longer they can be crate trained. We also, though, while they're in house training, we train them not to jump up on us, not to chew things in the house, not to bite our hands. It's very extensive. And then the last area is socialization training. Many people worry about getting a trained or older puppy is that they won't bond. Well, because of our socialization program, our puppies bond very quickly. In fact, we've never had a client complain about that. And so in our socialization, we're training them not to be afraid of thunderstorms. We're training them not to be afraid of the hair dryer, of the blow dryer, of a vacuum cleaner. We have a TV in our puppy training area, in our house training area, where we're socializing them. They go on field trips when they get older. We work extensively on them being handled. We have 20 plus people that work for us, so these puppies are handled by multiple people and they're socialized extensively. That is our Puppy Training Institute.
Now, if you are interested in Miss White, we want you to scroll down and you will see individual pictures of her that we took today. If you look above those pictures, you will see her individual pricing. Now, we are going to show you an example of her pricing because it can be a bit difficult to find. The example you're going to see in this video is not her pricing. You do want to make sure that you go to her page to see the pricing that is directly for her. Now, if you scroll down, you will see a link that says puppy application. Click on that link and go ahead and fill out that puppy application and send that in to us. We should get back to you within 24 hours. If you don't hear from someone, please reach out and let us know. We hope that you have enjoyed seeing Miss White of Melbourne and Ethan's Litter. Thank you so much and God bless.